What is up, gang? Nick here. Well, all the bears are suddenly hibernating, and it's like the streets of Pamplona, Spain up in here with all the bulls back in town. I genuinely find it hilarious how fast people turn their backs on this exceptional company and then immediately jump back on the bandwagon once valuations begin surging once again. We here are long-term investors and are only focused on one thing, and that's long-term success and long-term gains. Well, I guess that's two things. So here's what I'm going to do in today's episode. I'm going to go over why the stock has been surging, a new partnership NIO has recently signed, and where shares could reach moving throughout the month of February into March leading up into earnings. This is NIO's time to shine, baby. Stick around until the end, we have a ton to get to. But before we get it, Webull is giving out 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. All you have to do is 1, sign up, 2, open an account, and 3, deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. They are a 0% commissions trading platform and offer some of the best analytics in the game. This is really a no-brainer. The offer ends soon, guys. Don't sleep on it. Check out our Discord page. It is completely free. We have some really cool insights there, under the radar stocks, and some really cool scoops. What a community that is. And also check out my Patreon page. I'd really appreciate it. I am going to be posting every single one of my trades moving throughout 2021. I finished 2020 with over a 50% ROI. It really helps out the channel, helps me out, and I'd really appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so NIO on the day is up huge after a substantial correction over the previous few days. The stock has been trading sideways, trapped between a 57 support and a 60 resistance for the better part of a month. It actually still resides in this rather tight delta at 57.98. However, it's looking up. We're up $2.28 on the day, 4.09%. Now, why did this happen, and why do I think the valuation is about to break out? Could this happen sooner rather than later? So right off the top, before getting to their newly acquired partnership, I want to address why these shares are trading up. There's actually a cumulative effect on multiple factors acting on shares currently. Firstly, news is emerging out that NIO is actually selling every single vehicle they are able to physically manufacture. This is actually a really important note. Some analysts and investors were actually disheartened and potentially worried in regards to NIO's January delivery numbers, going from over a 30% gainer month over month from November into December to dropping to a low single digit, completely frightened and shocked some investors who ran for the doors. This could have potentially indicated rapidly slowing growth. However, this does not appear to be the situation. I have previously talked about NIO's affiliation at JAC Motors with caution and skepticism about its future worth for NIO. They have continuously run into quite substantial supply strain in the previous years, and this has hindered NIO's ability to deliver their true capacity in terms of vehicle sales. There are leaks emerging that NIO and JAC are building yet another factory. However, whether this is strictly for their newest model, their sedan, the ET7, or all vehicles remains unclear for now. However, what we do know is that the JAC and NIO contract is up in May this year. At this point, it can be either renewed, terminated, or a mixture of the two. NIO can choose to go out on their own completely or build their new ET7 in a new factory, becoming closer to vertical integration. So it's clear that there is a lot of investor concern and interest regarding NIO's delivery numbers, and I think the fact that this relative slowing growth in deliveries can be attributed at least partially to JAC Motors and not consumer interest is a positive note for investors. As NIO strives to mitigate supply strain in their outsourcing model and are moving to increase their factory capacity, this issue will likely be continually mitigated throughout the course of the year. Now, there is also bullish sentiment emerging from the fact that many analysts have been raising their price targets on the stock. Now, in previous months, there were a few factors that could inject mass share volumes and valuations into the stock more than an analyst upgrade. However, recently, the analyst upgrade of $80.30 was actually overpowered by broad market uncertainty and skepticism. We actually saw NIO trading down in the red after this massive PT. This is showing just how uncertain and volatile the markets can currently be. I do think investors will realize the price target, and sooner rather than later. Analysts at Chinese bank CIIC noted that they expect deliveries and demand to continue escalating until at least China's Lunar New Year holiday week. This is February 12th. They are also maintaining their whopping $85 price target on the stock. NIO is also stepping on the gas in terms of their battery as a service and their swapping station infrastructure. This is going to be huge. NIO stated that it has recently built 7 new swapping stations and plans to build 12 more prior to February 8th. This brings their grand total to 191 by the start of the holiday week. Now, on the subject of swapping stations and why this could be massive for NIO in the coming months, NIO has recently signed a newly acquired partnership with Red Star Macaline. This is a home furniture and lifestyle retailer in China. They are an absolutely massive company and have been exponentially growing in size. On February 2nd, just yesterday, Red Star Macaline and NIO signed a strategic cooperation framework agreement to jointly build EV charging and battery swapping stations. Now, I've previously talked about the impact that I think a robust swapping station infrastructure will have for NIO moving forwards. It not only allows for more NIOs on the road, reduced swapping wait times and queues, but also brings with it a ton of brand equity, advertising, and brand awareness. It also has a level of prestige and novelty that is really moving well and playing well with the Chinese consumer. Under this newly signed agreement, the two parties will jointly build 60 new swapping stations in 2021. Red Star Macaline will aid NIO in the construction and the online operation of the sites themselves. Now, these stations will be strategically placed at malls and shopping centers all around mainland China, which has a lot of massive implications for NIO and its brand moving forward. Shen Fei, NIO's vice president, stated that, quote, "Through the strategic cooperation, NIO will accelerate the deployment of energy supply business, further facilitating users in EV charging and battery swaps." As you may remember, at NIO Day, NIO unveiled their second generation battery swapping stations that can accommodate 13 batteries. This can allow up to 312 swaps per day. And as always, with these new increased deliveries month per month, NIO needs to continually and exponentially increase the quantity of swapping stations around China. Now, why do I think this will be massive? Well, unlike a lot of third-party charging stations, for a conventional plug-and-charge method, NIO actually generates revenue on every single swap. Remember, this is the key factor of battery as a service and why it makes it such a dark horse. I do think NIO Power will continually and increasingly cooperate to NIO's bottom line. NIO expects to have 500 battery swapping stations by the end of 2021. This really is a massive feat. Now, the technical indicators on NIO's charting is looking very good. If you have been following my videos, you would know I have been continuously purchasing shares on dip days. I first told my subscribers to purchase at $7 a share. I've personally been doing this since $3 a share, and by golly, it has worked out very well. I believe in the long-term valuation of this company. I really do, and I do not doubt that they will hit triple digits later this year. Moving into their fourth quarter earnings, which NIO management will probably give a release date any day now, will likely shoot the share price up. I do think they will have hit the quarter out of the ballpark. I'm hoping for vehicle margins and gross margins close to 20%. However, like always, I will keep you all informed of all of their moves. I've got your guys' backs. Don't forget about the Webull promo, 2 free stocks worth up to $18.50. All you have to do is 1, sign up, 2, open an account, and 3, deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. This is a complete no-brainer. The promo ends soon. You don't want to miss it. Check out my Patreon page. I will be posting every single one of my trades moving throughout 2021. And check out the Discord channel. It's completely free. We have some really cool scoops in there. Under the radar stocks, penny stocks, NIO updates, more content. You don't want to miss any of it. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much for the continued support. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Happy trading. Cheers.